a little bit about Rainy City. So we are Shopify Plus Partners. We're also the first female-founded Shopify Plus agency, certified Plus agency in the UK and Europe, which is a massive achievement in itself. We're based in Manchester in the UK, and we focus on all things to do with Shopify. So user experience, development, ongoing support and optimization. We typically work with SMEs around like the health, wellness and beauty space. And that's where we really get the best results. And I'd say, we're not just a typical dev agency where we work on a to-do list of things. We're a proactive partnership. Like, we're constantly looking for opportunities and how we can grow, scale and enhance our clients' brands. A little bit about kind of how we started and where we came to be at the place we are. So I graduated about 10 years ago now, and I did international fashion marketing at uni, which I absolutely loved. I got my first job working at a wholesaler's based in Oldham in Manchester, and that was kind of my first experience in the fashion industry. I've always felt like if I don't see scope and progression and growth, then it sometimes kind of turns me off from the position. And my partner at the time was doing drop shipping, doing internet marketing, and he convinced me to quit my job and move to Barcelona, and we'd do something together. And that's kind of, I'd say, where my online journey started and my journey into Shopify. So we got really started in the dropshipping boom, and where it was really easy to kind of put products online, sell them through a Shopify site and make money. So we did a lot of kind of ups and downs, failed businesses. We found this one supplier that was based in New Jersey, and he sold all American t-shirts, so USMC, Army, Second Amendment, like loads of crazy prints and designs. And we started a really basic Shopify store, and by month 2 we turned over 175,000 US. We didn't really know at that point how to build a brand or what we was looking for in creating all the important things that we know now around like customer lifetime value and average order value, conversion rates. So we kind of relied on just Facebook ads, and when that stopped working or the algorithm changed, then it kind of had a bad impact on the t-shirt brand that we was running. So then we decided to build our own brand, and that's kind of where we started on the skincare journey that we went through, and developed our own products, started creating the Shopify site, and that's where I really found my love of Shopify and working on that platform. So to pay for the skincare, which was really expensive up front, I started designing Shopify sites for brands that was a part of this brand building boot camp that we was in, and was charging $200 at a time. And it got to the point where it was like a decision that I had to make. Like, it was part of the time where I needed to start thinking about working with influencers and looking at the marketing strategy for the skincare brand. But then I really enjoyed doing the Shopify side of things and made that decision of, all right, this is what I want to do. Like, this is where my kind of calling is. So back in November 2017, I just got back from Thailand and joined a freelancer platform. And that was kind of my first freelancing experience. So I started working on something called Store Tasker and Upwork, just to kind of really get a feel for it. And at the time it was just myself doing it, and I had a VA based out of the Philippines who actually still works with us today, which is really nice. And it's really just kind of grown from there. So from building like this freelancer lifestyle brand, Rainy City has developed over the past 5 years, will be 5 in November, to being a full stack Shopify Plus agency, which is just mind blowing to look back and think of, what's been achieved and what I've done and what the team's managed to do in that time. I would say like our biggest challenge, or my biggest challenge as like the female founder, is really creating like a place for myself. Like, the industry, especially in like Shopify and the types of agencies that are out there, it's so male dominated. I've been to so many Shopify events and, different meetups and things, and there's literally like a handful out of, a few hundred people that are female. And I think it's about providing like that thought leadership and having people respect what you've got to say, and you know what you're talking about, and you know you've done this journey, and you can help and advise other people as well based on your experience. And I would say that's really where the main thing is. I think we are lucky, like in like the Shopify community, like I've got a lot of great friends that are, you know, male owned agencies, and we all still like work together and help each other. And I think I'd say that's the only difference is it being around like the industry type, and just really creating like a space for myself. I'd say like where I kind of see, you know, Rainy City going over 2023 is that, you know, we've hit a really great team size. We're at a team size of 21 people now. I was quite aggressive with hiring this year because I knew where we want to be and how we needed to get there and what we needed to achieve in that time. And, you know, everything that we've done so far and to date has all been self-funded. Like we've never received any investment. We've never raised any money from anyone. It's all been self-funded, and I've always been cautious on recruitment and making sure that, you know, when I'm recruiting, it's the right time and it's organic and it's natural growth that's happening. And to say that we've got to, you know, 21 people is something that I'm really proud of. You know, we've always been profitable. We've never had a year where we've lost money, which is, you know, something that a lot of businesses aren't lucky enough to be able to say that they've done. So I'd say for 2023, it's all going to be about growth. So looking at how we can increase turnover, how we can remain profitable as we grow as well, and the types of brands that we're working with are, you know, bigger. How can we remain keeping like the track record that we've got with working with these great brands and building our portfolio, and you know, kind of taking some space in that Shopify Plus area and having that like stand in with some big brands, and how can we bring them in. And we've also got a goal next year in terms of revenue of you know, turning over 1.5 to 2 million. So there's a lot that we need to do to kind of hit that note, but I'm sure that, you know, the way that the team's kind of progressing and growing and the skill sets are growing within the team, I think it's definitely more than doable. And so it's really exciting, an exciting time.